All right, we are once again live. Welcome everybody to another day of pro gun, pro freedom chitty chat. We are still suspended. I still haven't gotten anything back on my dispute on my second strike, so still got my fingers crossed. But in fact, I guess this is probably better than if they would have just denied it right away. At least now I know they're thinking about it. But still suspended from YouTube on our 90-day suspension right now. I'm hoping we don't get another strike and get kicked off the air. But feel free to get your questions and comments in since this is my backup channel. I can't do regular YouTube super chats because this channel doesn't get any monetization. Well, my other channel isn't really monetized either, but this one is zero. I don't get YouTube Red. I don't get super chats, nothing like that. Super thanks, nothing like that. But that's the only money we make on YouTube is super chats and super thanks and YouTube Red. So we're not getting that for this. So if you want to do a super chat for this, you got to go through PayPal. There's a link over there. It says the F YouTube super chat link. That'll take you directly where you can do a super chat. If you want to just go to my website, you can do everything from there too. tympistolproject.com, tympistolproject.com. You can go over there and get entries over there and do super chats and buy merchandise. We've actually sold some merch today, which is good and bad. It's good because that means we made money for pets and vets. Probably like $30 today. It's bad because I got to pay for that tonight. I don't want to pay for that. But I'll figure it out. Where is it at? Why am I not being able to? There it is. There it is. Get your questions and comments in. Either put them in the live chat, put at the Yankee Marshal in front of them, so I'll see. No, put at the Yankee Gearhead in front of them. At the Yankee Gearhead is what you got to put in front of them, so I'll see them. And if you send me an email, same thing. That's the same address as always. Shooting left of center at gmail.com. Shooting left of center at gmail.com. So send those over if you got pictures you want to share or something. Otherwise, you can use that link through PayPal to do a super chat and get yourself entered into the knife drawings, anything like that. We'll be doing them all through the super chat link right now. And we should have enough tonight to do a knife drawing, I'm pretty sure. And also remember tonight we are giving away the can of ammo, our 7th one, I do believe. So we'll be giving that away tonight at the end of the chat. So if you want entries into that, get your entries now. You can either go over and do a super chat, or you can go to my website, tympistolproject.com, and just get entries over there without having to do a super chat. But get them before the end of the chat, or else you won't be entered into tonight's drawing. And if you're curious if you got entries, feel free to send me an email and ask me. Because some people forget and they don't know which one. Some people did super chats through YouTube and think they have entries into the ammo can drawing. No, that would be entries into the what do you call it? Knife drawings and stuff. Although we're doing the knife drawings through PayPal right now because we can't do YouTube. And I have started getting holsters ready for the big holster giveaway. I've been trying to find holsters I have never worn or used that I can give away. Because I got some from one of you viewers to give away too. So I'm going to start doing that. If you win a knife or a set of grips, you can choose a holster instead if you want. So feel free to get that going. What's today? Friday or Thursday? Today's Friday, right? Yeah. or Saturday. I don't know if I can host extra people in here or not. So I don't know if we'll be able to do the group chat because I don't know if it lets me bring people in. But feel free to get your questions and comments in. We will get started as close to the top of the hour as possible. But feel free, get your questions, comments in either through the live chat, through email, or through super chat if you want to be registered for the knife drawing, silver bullet drawing, and tonight's ammo can, limited edition. There's only 12 of these total in existence, and I'm giving away 10 of them. So But feel free, get your questions and comments in. None of the cans of ammo have shipped yet. I'm waiting until I got them all given away, and then I'm going to go have them all shipped at the same time because I don't know how to use the website. And plus, I told everyone I'd number them and sign them, so I got to go do that in person. Like, see how I numbered and signed this one. Can you see there? Right down there. But I'll be doing that once I get them all given away. I might go over and just do the ones I've done so far. I might do that this week because I want to go over there anyway. So. But feel free to get your questions and comments in. I don't think we got any questions or anything yet. Does buying merch get you entries into the ammo can drawing? No. Knife drawing? No. Buying merch doesn't get you into either of those. Buying merch gets you entries into the Hollow Sun giveaway. Hollow Sun. Nope, it's the Hollow Sun, which I just added all those today because we had 2 people buy merch and I had to add them. We had one person get an ammo can entry. I'm hoping we'll get a lot of super chats tonight so I can pay for the goddamn orders. Get your questions, comments in. We'll get started as soon as we got enough questions and comments. And every night I'm wondering if we're going to. Hell, I'm wondering if we're going to when we're on our regular channel. But on this channel, I'm really wondering if we're going. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Get your questions and your comments in. Get your questions and your comments in. Get your entries into the ammo can if you want it, because that's going to be drawn tonight. Who just got Jason Thompson, Officer Tater Hater? I saw he's sending me some emails. Boom, boom, boom. Make sure this is ammo can. Yes, this is ammo can. Let's get him on there. He already had one, so that makes him 3. Tim Fat Salami. Tim Fat Salami chimed in. I think he's already on here. Yes, he's right at the very top. He got the first ones this time. He's first on the list. Oh, we sold more merch, which is good that we sold merch, but it's bad that I have to pay for that tonight. They make me pay up front to make it. I was broke. Keaton just soaked me for $160 today to fix a dent in his door. You know, when I used to get the dentless paint repair done, it would be like $45, $50 for every little ding. They take it to them, they do it, you know, boop, 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 boop. It'd be like, takes 5 minutes, and it would be like $50. It was $160 today to fix a little ding that big on his car door. I was like, what a fucking ripoff. Everything's so expensive now. Of course, he's a mobile guy. He drives to meet people, so I'm sure his gas prices went up. Christian Carlson got an entry into the grip giveaway. That makes 4 people over there now. I'm betting he's probably wanting to win a holster. There's some nice holsters in the bunch. Especially like this one. This paddle holster here. This was sent by one of our viewers, one of our own. It's a snap top one. It's got a basket weave pattern on it. It's very cool. I think this is for a SIG P226. Is that what he said? So he sent a couple of holsters for that. That's a nice one. And then, of course, I got some, 1791s that I bought, but then never carried because I never carried an automatic gun. So I got some 1791 holsters. I got to figure out what these are all for. Here's another one. I never wore it. Don't know what it's for. It's a 1791 holster. I got a bunch of Galcos that still have the tags on them that I never wore. I think these are for, I think that one's for a Beretta. This one, I don't know what this one's for. It looks like it might be for a SIG. So these still got the tags on them. So I got a bunch pulled out so far. It's taken longer than I thought to go through them. I've got hundreds of holsters. I'm serious, hundreds of holsters. I got to weed those suckers out. Plus, it'd be nice to make a little money off of them for the Pets and Vets program. But Ben Coors bought some merch, so I'll be mentioning him later when I do the what you call it, the hoochie call it. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Uh-oh, it doesn't like something about Ben Coors' order. Did you do your zip code wrong, Ben Coors? Because it's saying you did your zip code wrong. So let me know what your zip code should be, because it's saying your zip code on your order is wrong. But feel free, get your questions in, your comments in. We'll get started as close to the top of the hour as possible once we get questions flowing. I don't got to look over here because I can't do super chats. So. Get your interest into the ammo can drawing. It's going to be tonight. Someone just asked me who's got the most ammo can entries. It's a tie between Johnny Mandrick and no, Johnny Mandrick actually has a little more than Paul Garza. So it's Johnny Mandrick and Paul Garza have the most interest, followed by Mikey D and Tim Fat Salami. Mikey D and Tim Fat Salami. Who won last week's ammo can? Ammo can week 6. Christian Carlson won that one. Okay. I don't think I've ever figured out who won week 3. Yeah, that's one I haven't figured out who won week 3 yet. I don't think they've responded, and it's the one week I didn't write it down. It didn't highlight who won. That would have been a month ago, a little over a month ago. A month and a week ago, Fridays. So it'd be like 5 Fridays ago. We did that one. 5 Fridays from today. If you went back 5 Fridays, we could watch the end of the video and it would tell us who won. I ain't doing that right now. I ain't doing that right now. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Okay, let's go look and see if he did his order right. No? Yes, you entered your zip code wrong. No, you entered it right. It's saying that that's not your zip code, though. Are you sure that's your zip code? Because it's saying that last number should be a 0, not a 7. So I'll mark it valid and we'll see if you get it. I hope you know, I hope you know it. I would hope you know your own zip code. Do we got enough questions to get started? Probably not, but we're just kind of winging it this week. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to start addressing questions and stuff, and we'll see how it goes as we sit here. I didn't get on the treadmill yet. I got to do that after this. So, what was I doing? Hold on. Remember, we're doing the ammo can giveaway tonight, so get entered into that. And I think we've got enough tonight to do a knife drawing too. So we'll be doing a knife drawing, an ammo can drawing, and we've forgotten to do the patch drawing. So I'll do a patch drawing tonight. You can either choose a posse patch or a K9 deputy or K9 corporal patch, one or the other. And I'll do one for the night before too that I forgot to do. Let's see here. Let's get all right, let's get started. Hey everybody, Yankee here. We are still suspended on YouTube on our main channel, so we're doing what we can on my totally not a backup car channel. I like cars too, so it's not just as a backup channel. Subscribe, I don't really do much over here, but maybe I'd do more if I had subscribers over here. I got less than 3,000 subscribers over here. But as I was saying, we're making do with what we got and doing the best we can. You can't do any super chats or anything like that through YouTube. So if you want to do a super chat, help support the channel and get entries into the drawing, like the knife drawing, which is now also a holster drawing. Because if you won the night, by tomorrow I'll have the examples of holsters you can choose, and you'll be able to choose which holster you want. Also, if you want entered into the ammo can drawing, which is tonight, we're giving away another can of ammo tonight. That's the 7th one, only 3 more. These are very limited. Not very many of these even exist, and I'm giving them away to people. So get your entries into that, and we'll do that tonight. You all know the deal. If you're here, if you found me here, then you're a regular. So let's go ahead and let's get started answering questions. What's this one from Sean Bain? He asked a question just now. Let me see. Is he over here? I think no, he wasn't on there, but he is now. We didn't see Sean Bain for quite a while. Then it popped back up. Kind of like herpes. It was away for a while. You forget all about him. Then suddenly, bam, there they are again. He said, some things, Yankee. I got the Voyager knife in the mail today. No issues. Question for tonight. With the 380 ammo out there is outperforming 45 ACP. Should I have the 45 ACP in rotation? I don't know that 380 outperforms 45. I mean, there might be some that does, but I don't know that that's like a standard thing. Like if that's like a general consensus, I'm sure it's not. But I mean, 45 ACP still has its place, and if it's something you shoot good, shoot it, use it. Here's the thing: as much arguing as we do about calibers and everything, and making fun of other calibers, almost all of them do what they need to do under basic circumstances. It's if you're in specific circumstances and you're actually worried about those circumstances, that's when you really need to start considering what caliber you have. But if you're just thinking, I want to be able to shoot back if I'm in a bad situation, or, some out in public and someone starts shooting and I got to defend myself and my family, blah, blah, most calibers are going to work to the point of doing what they need to do. In fact, hell, carrying your gun, just a gun, is going to do 90-something% of the work, because 90-something% of gun defenses don't involve shooting the gun. So you're going to be fine. So yeah, I'd say keep the 45 if you shoot it well. Tim Fat Salami said, blah, 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 some blasphemy, blah, blah, blah. No, he didn't add another blah. He just did 2 blahs at the end. Blah, blah. Yeah, that's blasphemy. Pretty sure that's blasphemy. Bill's going to get him one of these days. Well, because he keeps paying his tithes. He's one of those guys that he talks big, but he hedges his bets, because he's always paying his tithe. I sent emails, finally caught a break until Monday. Sounds like the YouTube executives need general population with Bubba. Yes, I do agree. That's Officer Tater Hater. I saw he sent videos today. I haven't watched any videos today. I've been doing next to nothing today. I went and started to throw something away outside in our outside trash can and just maggots all inside of it. I don't know where they came from. So I had to scrub out all the trash cans today. But other than that, I ain't done much. I've been lazy today. It's like I took it as a day off. You know how long it's been since I had a day off? It's always something to do. Like I've always got like work to do on a car or a vehicle or something, or the house. Today, I did do one thing in the house today. I went through and like every couple of years or so, I'll go around to all the windowsills and I drill a little hole and I squirt that ant bait in there that that they eat and it kills the colony. I go around and I do that to every windowsill, and I did that today. When I drilled my holes and pumped a little bit of the ant killing bait into each hole under the windowsills, because we ended up having to rebuild one of our windowsills after we first moved here because it was all eaten up as an ant nest and it was bad. So I've been doing that ever since that happened, so we don't have to rebuild any more walls, because it was an exterior wall we had to completely rebuild. It's just an outcropping. It's like a little section that stuck out like a bay window. Had to rebuild that whole thing. Only thing salvageable was, you know, from the windowsill up. We had to rebuild everything from the windowsill down. Wasn't fun. I mean, I can do it. It's not hard for me, but you know, I'm good with stuff like that. But I don't want to have to. I don't have to. John Healy sent an email with a picture here. Let's see what he said. 1960s, 16 gauge Mossberg. You don't see as many of those nowadays as you used to. That's for sure. Let's see where I'm at. I'm all caught up over here. Let's get over here to the live chats. See if anything's coming in. Like this, yes, that's how you write the Yankee gearhead. I got one of my cousin's guns, a 16 gauge Mossberg. That's what I just saw in the email. We got a super chat computer. Christian Clinton Barella got more ammo can entries. And let's see here. Where are we? Did you see the video of the guy addressing the San Diego City Council over flock cameras dressed as Darth Vader? No, I did not see that. I don't see a lot of stuff on the internet. I just watch what I like. I like car crash videos. Oh, I've got started watching this one channel. And they're bad. They're not those. No one was harmed, you know, how they do on a lot of the videos. No, you see bodies flying out of cars and stuff. You see people get completely killed. I mean, they're obviously dead. Like they hit a semi truck straight on, and you see it when it stopped, and the car is like completely flat on the front of the semi truck, and you're like, there's a person or so in there somewhere. A lot of Russian videos too. I've started watching those, and those are horrible. Like, what's just watching misery? Why am I watching this? That's like, because you can't see the people. Really, what you see is the big boom, smash, and you know, it's more like that. Where's my can of ammo? If you want a can of ammo, it won't be sent until I've got enough of them to go over there and I've got, how many people are on my list that actually got back with me now? Hold on, ammo can winners. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once I have at least 5 to get back with me. So far, I've got Christian Carlson, Ryan Sal Savage, Derek Moritz, and Toby Person. Those are the people that have contacted me and told me that they won. Where did it? Yeah, there we go. Did I put that on the right thing? Hold on. A minute ago. No, okay. That was not okay. All right, let me get back to the questions. But I did not see that. I saw something about that Bedface guy in Europe. I'm not sure what he's going on about. Yeah, I haven't been keeping up on current events. They're all sad and gross. Like I opened up my news app today to see what's in the news, and the very first article was how Donald Trump wants to take a black war hero's name off of the ship and put his name on it. I'm like, yep, disgusting already. I'm done. Disgusting already. You know, I don't think Edgar Cortez has found our chat over here, or else he's just not coming. I wonder if he knows. He might be thinking I'm taking the week off. I should send him an email, make sure he knows. Sender's name contains Edgar Cortez. From Edgar Cortez. Why am I showing no messages from Edgar Cortez? That ain't right. He didn't block me, did he? Oh, there he is. Let me send him an email. The new email. I wish I had like a mailing list with all my subscribers on it. Let's see. Let me. Boop. Oh, that's the wrong button. Hold on. View on YouTube. Here we go. I still know if he knows. So I just realized I hadn't seen him in a couple of days. A lot of people disappear all the time, but he usually voices up every now and then, at least once a day. Where was I at? Looks like I need a new mattress. Do I get the $600 one from Sealy? That's a Costco special, or local manufacturer that's a lot more money, like 280 pounds. Well, your weight is not going to have as much effect on it as what kind of mattress you're getting. I would go. I have found, at my heaviest, I was like 260, and I found that the memory foam mattresses I buy for like $500 off of Amazon worked just as good as the ones I had before that were like $3,000. And as far as the spring mattresses, the ones at Costco with the spring and the foam hybrid stuff, they're just as good as any of the ones I've ever felt anywhere. I think mattresses are one of the biggest ripoffs in the world as far as markup goes. Let me get that closed and get back to where I was supposed to be here. But I ain't an expert on mattresses. Which is more intelligent, a horse or a cow? I want to say horse, but they seem kind of tweaky. Well, you got to remember, horses spook easy, but that's because of how they evolved. Yeah, remember when they started off, they were little like poodle-sized critters, like little tiny things. And in their back of their little lizard brain, they're still little tiny things. So they're very easily spooked. But I would say horses are a little smarter than cows based on my own personal experience, having had both of them on the farm. Horses are a little smarter. Cows are not stupid, but they've been bred to be docile, where horses never had that going to make you really docile side of, because we needed them to still be wild and strong. And being her just became a $1 member over on the Patreon. So yay for that. Better than seeing losses today. Oh, did I see any other losses today? Let's check and see. Nope, no one left today. So that's that. Oh, wait. Oh, people became free members. I guess that's to find the links. Phil Music became a paid member a couple days ago. That was nice. But haven't lost anyone in the last couple of days. We have lost, or last day, we did lose some people a day or two ago. I think it was, day before yesterday, because I told you about it yesterday. People left because there's like, there's no channel to support anymore. I'm like, well, could you wait a day or two, see if I can get this resolved? Talk about kicking me when I'm down. That was mostly Subscribe-Star people, though, surprisingly. Subscribe-Star is usually more stable. Oops, shit. It just signed me out. All right, let's get back to the questions. But yeah, we'll say a horse is more intelligent than a cow. Did you see the corporate ownership thing Trump did away with? No, I don't know what that is. Is that good? Let's see. Trump. That sounds like something I'd like. Oh, it's the one about buying up all the houses. Yes, I totally agree with that. That was stuck in limbo. Congress passed that bipartisan, and Trump refused to sign it unless they would pass the SAVE Act. I guess he dropped that because they didn't pass the SAVE Act, did they? Let's see. Because I remember he was holding that hostage until they passed the SAVE Act. So I guess he backed off of that. But that's good. It's a good thing Congress actually did something good. Welcome to the strikes on your channel club. Yes. 2 of them in one day. Everything is so expensive. I just go to work and then go home and sit in the dark doing nothing. It is a financial choice why I have no life. Trust me, that's the reason. You do something, obviously. You're watching this. So you got to be doing something. You got to be watching the internet. And that's basically what I do, except I don't go to work because I'm old. But basically what I do. Now, when I was younger, I used to do more. I mean, I remember when I used to go to work, I would come home. Now, on weeknights, it was just we're going to watch TV and then go to bed. That was just it. That's back when you had to watch live TV, commercials, and everything. That was even before TiVo. I remember when we first got a TiVo, and I was like, this is the most amazing thing ever. You could fast forward through commercials and stuff. I thought that was we were living in the modern age. But weeknights, that's all we did. But on nights where we were like nights we had off, like we are gonna be off the next day, we went out, played pool, stuff like that. Went to bars and met friends out for dinner and stuff. Well, I don't do that so much anymore. It's just not that. I'd rather just stay home, sit in my house. I don't sit in the dark. I don't like the dark. I was raised in a house where everybody sat in the fucking dark and watched television at night. And I always hated that. It's so depressing and dreary. So I always have my up lights on the walls and stuff. And it's always relatively well lit in the house. And it stays that way day and night. I don't turn off lights in our house because if you want to make your house safe against burglars, make it light outside and inside all the time. They don't like that. So that's basically what I do, though, is I just sit in my house and watch YouTube. I don't do anything except for go out, work on the car or work on the lawnmower or try to fix something, stuff like that. Where was I? I think I lost something. Do you have a 1791 Glock 17 holster that isn't gross? Was about to buy one. I don't think I have I've never had a Glock 17. I know I have a Glock 20 holster, which I think is that the same thing. No, I think it might be a little bigger, but I'm using it. It's the only one I've ever had that size of Glock. At least that's for as far as I know. I might have one and not know it. And if I did, I'd never carried it. Never used it. I'll have to see what I got, but I don't think so. I got the knife you sent me. Thank you, sir. You chose a big one. You can't even carry that one with you. Why don't they allow super chats for this channel? Because this channel is not monetized at all. You have to be eligible, whether you're monetized or not. You have to have a certain number of subscribers. You have to have a certain number of views every 60 days and all this other stuff. If you don't have that, you're not eligible for any type of monetization, including super chats and stuff like that. So this channel just doesn't qualify for it. Have you and or your son looked into one of those lightweight lithium batteries for your car? I did, actually. I looked at them just to see what they were like. And you save some weight, yeah, but they're super duper fucking expensive. I'm talking super expensive. So I'm like, I mean, like, here, what do you see? Lithium battery for my car. Let's see, how much is it? Why did it search for the Save Act when I said lithium battery 2025 Mustang? Jeez. $995 for one of the expensive ones, $629 for one of the cheaper ones on American Muscle. Range from $500 to $1,000. Yeah, I ain't paying that for a battery. It's bad enough that the battery in the fucking Prius used to cost almost that much. Oh, more swag bag orders. And I ain't got no money. But Gina O'Melia just got some entries into the Hollow Sun drawing. Did she already have some? Let me check. Don't see her over here. So let's get her on there. Gina. Oops, that's a 0. O'Melia. And she ordered some merch. Oh, let me go over. I don't think I ever read the names of people that ordered merch today. Let me do that to say thank you to people that ordered merchandise. We are now over halfway to the drawing because today we got orders from Fernando Magana. Fernando Magana. He made a big order. I gotta pay for that tonight. Kevin Burgos also ordered. I gotta pay for that tonight. Ben Coors and Gina O'Melia all bought merchandise. All got entries into the Hollow Sun giveaway. We are, like I said, more than halfway there now. So maybe we'll be giving it away soon. Where we at? I got an email here. Welper. Check this one out when you get a chance. It's short. An F-18 pilot clipped the trees and crashed in the woods. A sheriff found him walking down the road near where it happened. I didn't hear about this incident, but it was recent. You can see the timestamp from the date. I saw that actually. I actually saw that video. It was on Instagram. It was like, that's unusual that he survived. Okay, it's definitely a 7 unless the government changed it. What's a 7? I don't know what's a 7. Oh, his zip code. That's what it is. Well, I'll tell them that you know what your zip code is, but you might want to check because they're telling me it ain't right. I'm going to put it the way you wrote it, and hopefully it gets there. Boom. We'll see. We will see. Yep. Okay, I got it marked now. So hopefully we will see. I think he ejected at treetop level. Probably. Yeah, he didn't seem, if I remember the video correctly, he didn't seem hurt or nothing. He just wandered on down the road. The guy in New Mexico was killed by a black bear today. Why you gotta say black bear? You can just say bear. You don't gotta make it racist. Only second time in 100 years someone was killed by a bear in New Mexico. Well, he probably owed that bear money. If I had to bet. Or you're sleeping with that bear's wife. Bears don't usually attack without good reason, so I'd like to know the backstory. I still can't believe I got all the 45 LC ammo for $40, at least 600 rounds. Get all the 45 Colt ammo for, what's he talking about? Like at an auction or something? I'm canceling my Patreon. I'm disgruntled. What else is new? What else is new? He's just surly. Just surly. Salvador Verga got some entries into the Hollow Sun. Did he already have entries? Let me look and see. Nope, he did not. Let me add his entries. Salvador Verga. It's one of my favorite names on the channel. He got interest into the Hollow Sun giveaway. He didn't ask anything or anything. It helped. That's good, though, because that helped pay for the orders that were made today. Let's get back over here. Any holsters for a 1911 Commander? I think so. I think there's a couple of 1911 holsters over here. I think some of them are Commander. All right, I think that's it. Oh, wait, I think I missed one. Some cows are very stupid, retarded, inbreeding, focus on milk production and using the same bull to inseminate the entire herd. The same also applies to beef cows. Beef cows, mostly steer. Then beef mostly eat steer. That's why if I do eat beef, I like to pretend that it was a wife beater or a pedophile. Like he raped a little cow or a little donkey or something. So I can feel justified in having him executed and eating him. Although as I'm getting older, I'm getting less tolerant of fried foods. So I can't eat a whole lot of fried stuff anymore. It bothers my stomach. It just makes me not want to eat it. All right, let's see where are we at on questions and comments and everything else. I think we might be done. We might need to do our drawing. We'll wait a little bit before we do the drawings because it's not even 6:30 yet. If you got any questions or comments, get them in. I got a phone call from a friend and his neighbor sold the 45 long Colt and still had all the ammo. He called me and sold me 600 plus rounds of 45 long Colt for $4 today. Well, I should get half that for a finder's fee as your agent. I should get my normal agent's 50% cut. And I don't see how you could try to cut me out of that. That's just rude. Let's see here. Where are we at? Do I got any questions to answer? Any emails to show? Nothing really right now. Like I said, I just kind of took the day off, so I've not got nothing to do. But especially since I can't post on YouTube, can't make videos or anything, I guess I could make a better be a big box to fit half that ammo in. Yeah, I can't do video. I guess I could make a car video, but I ain't done nothing to my car in a long time. So I ain't got nothing to add to my car videos. So I'm getting the supercharger put in it in a couple of weeks, but hopefully it's be within a couple of weeks and then we'll get it done. Where we at? Okay, I saw all that, answered all that. We got no questions coming in yet. I'm gonna go ahead and add up of these entries until for the ammo can tonight. That's week 3. Oh wait, did I just put some ammo can drawings on the wrong week? No, I didn't. Okay. Let me add these up so we can do the drawing here at the end of the chat. I saw that from Salvador Burger. At least we've kept the internet tonight. That's good. We aren't getting disconnected from the Starlink network every 15 minutes. All right, where's my calculator? Clear. I never know the difference between clear and C and AC. I don't know what it means on calculators. 13 plus 3 plus 1 plus 2 plus 20. I fucked this all up. I keep having to look away, do it, and I keep fucking that up. Hold on. Let's just count by hand. 53, 66, 69, 72, 82, 84, 85, 86, 89, 92, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 110, 111, 131, 132, 142. So right now we're at 142. Let me do that again. And we got a question first from Christian Carlson, who got an entry into the ammo can drawing. Christian Carlson, I know I think he's already on here. So where is he? Is he? No, he's not on this one. So let's add him right here. So I got entries into the hollow sun. And 3 entries. So that would make this 145. So let me change that to 145. Yankee, look at what RFK Jr. wants to do. RFK Jr. announces new plan to tie health insurance premiums to body fat percentage. If you're in shape, you shouldn't pay for someone else's donuts, he said during his Health Freedom Summit. There's some logic to that. I actually kind of do agree that with people that are severely overweight, when they go to get insurance, insurance companies should be able to take that as you're a high risk. You're extremely overweight. They should also be able to say, you're a smoker. We're going to charge you more. Or you're a big drinker. We're going to charge you more. Because they're taking a risk. And since we've decided in this country that healthcare is a paid for, you pay for your own healthcare and insurance companies insure you, then they get to take factors like that into account. Now, if the government's providing you healthcare, well, then it'd be different. But if you're going to make it to where private companies insure people and people have to pay for health insurance or healthcare, well, then the people insuring them do have a right to do that. Now, I wish they didn't get to not cover people all the time like they do, but that should be reformed. But I do believe that up front, if you go into to get life insurance or health insurance, they should be able to require a physical and see how much they're going to charge. Because if you go in and you're like morbidly obese, show signs of cirrhosis of the liver, and you're yellow and fat and all this other stuff, and you're smoking, your lungs are black from smoking, well, then they should be able to say, we're not going to take a risk on you, or your premiums are going to be 5 times what someone else's are. That's something that makes sense to me. Of course, now there's other ways that the industry needs to be regulated far better that have less to do with stuff like that. But that actually has a grain of reality to it, which is unusual for the things he says. Where was I at? Let me recount these again. What about diabetes? Yeah, if you have diabetes as a pre-existing condition, like type 1, type 2, why would an insurance company have to be, okay, we're going to sign you up for insurance at this amount a month, and it's going to cost us more to pay for your insulin? Why would they make that deal? So I think if we stop doing shit like that, we'd get to a better healthcare system in this country, one where people got basic care just for being human beings. I think that's one thing. As the richest country in the world and supposedly one of the best countries in the world, we should at least be offering we should be providing basic health care for our people. I think that everybody has a right to water, health care, education, all that stuff. Where are we at? All right, where was I? I was counting these. Let me count these again, see if I got it right. Do, 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 do. Do. Make me a trade, a can of ammo for some of the 45. No. Nope. You owe me that. I'm not doing a bargain for what I'm owed. Obama capped the amount that smokers would have to pay for their health insurance, regardless of how unhealthy they were. Yeah, see, we stopped doing stuff like that because we allow the system to be the way it is, because it's for profit. That has made it a broken system. And as long as we continue to protect the for-profit service instead of making a better healthcare model, it'll never get better. So as long as you're going to make it for profit and allow businesses to be in control, well, then they're going to be able to be in control. And they shouldn't have to take unnecessary risk. Let me count again. 13, 16, 19, 20, 53, 66, 69, 72, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 89, 92, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 131, 132, 142, 145. Yep, I'm right. So if you want in on the drawing, you better get in soon, because I'm going to end here probably no later than 10 minutes till. And we ain't got anything to talk about from now till then, so it might be sooner than that. But I'm trying to give people a chance to get entered into the ammo one, because we're running out of ammo cans. Let me see if any questions came in. I got a comment on Patreon from Ben Hur, said he's surprised this didn't happen sooner. I am kind of too. It's come close to happening before, never this close before, but it came pretty close. Scorch, for some reason, just cannot get the Yankee gearhead right. He did it once, and then he went right back to doing the Yankee Marshall. 2 minutes later, he got corrected. He did it right, and then 2 minutes later, back to the wrong one. My health insurance refused to cover my proton pump inhibitors because they said that eating spicy food was a lifestyle choice. I guess it's a lifestyle choice. And like I said, as long as we're allowed to, we're going to protect a system where big industry makes you enormous profits off of something that should be a basic right, then you're going to have to deal with the consequences of that. Hey, Django. What's up? You going to lay right there and guard me? You were guarding from the outside door. Now he's on the inside of the safe door here, guarding me. Is there something going on out there I should be aware of that you've decided to take a closer guard? Is the bear back out there? The bear's been in our yard every night for the last week, pretty much. Turnip goes out and throws a fit. He doesn't come in like the fenced area of our yard. He goes over into the tree line. Over here, she comes up and down through there. But yeah, she's a little bitch. Turnip thinks he don't like her. I don't mind her. And plus, every other year she has cute little bear cousins with her. She's cute, got cute little babies. I think Luigi could have been acquitted. You think he might be acquitted, or that he should have been acquitted, or what? I mean, he killed somebody, so I think it's a pretty done deal that he killed somebody. And you don't get to kill people just because you don't like them, because they're scummy human beings, unless they make it to where, unless they institute like a they need killing law, to where you can kill people if you can prove that they are just absolutely scummy. Well, then you can kill him. Well, then unless that happens, he should still be found guilty. And I've never understood this idea, and you saw this with like the Menendezes and other stuff like that, that somehow they should be innocent because they're pretty. I just don't get that. He pled guilty. Luigi's trial set for late December. Luigi. Mario and Luigi. I always think of that Luigi when I think of Luigi. What's his last name? The guy that shot some Mangione or something like that. Yankee, I entered last night. Do you have me in the ammo can drawing? Just double checking Peter Rhodes. Let me look and see if you're in the ammo can drawing. Peter Rhodes, yes, you're in the ammo can drawing. Anybody else is curious, you can ask if you don't know which one you entered, because people get confused. Like I said, there's a lot of people think they're entered into some drawings when they're not. Which reminds me, I got to go check. I got to check for the what do you call it? The knife drawing tonight. That's going to be harder now than it usually is, because I got to do it through the YouTubes or through the PayPal. So let's get signed in over there and let's start counting up the entries for the knife drawing, because I know we got enough tonight to do a knife drawing. Activity, all transactions. And then go back to yesterday and start counting forward. What was yesterday? The 20th? So yes, we got enough today. Oops, that's the 19th. I went back too far. All right. Now I've got the numbers for that. I can just count down on that one. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 23. I got to count the entries instead of entrance now. That's the hard part. All my entries are pushed to the front. Insurance should not have to pay for self-inflicted damages such as health issues from smoking, alcohol, drug use, attempted suicide. If they cover you, they should. But if they should have a right to not cover you. If they think you, because it's a gamble, they're rolling the dice. And if they roll the dice on you and they lose, well, then they lost. But that's why I say they shouldn't be forced to cover people with certain conditions. Yankee, I haven't been to my gun shop since the ruling. However, 2 of Louisiana's largest gun shops are doing 4473 silencer transfers for members of a protected class. I'm going to wait for the ATF to bless it. Yeah, me too. I ain't going to take a chance. Although I think I am a RKBA member, so I think I am protected. But, well, I couldn't do it here anyway, because we have rules here that make it to where even if you're protected by that, you can't do it in states that don't allow it. So it only protects people that are a member of that. Well, it doesn't even really protect them, but it only covers people that are a member of that organization in states that don't have laws that would counter it. So very few people. But yeah, I would wait. Brian Smith. Let me get him on the ammo can. I think he's already over here. I just need to add him on. Boom, yep. All right, let me count all the entrants. We'll go ahead and get started on the giveaways, because we got like 5 more minutes. You can only get cancer insurance if you've never had cancer. I used to sell cancer insurance. I've never had cancer. And I'm at very low risk of cancer. Well, I'm at risk of getting cancer because I'm a man. And if you're a man and you live long enough, you will get prostate cancer. It's almost like it's a 99% chance. If you live to be 110, you're going to get prostate cancer. So I have that risk. But as far as other risks, I've never smoked, never been an alcohol drinker, never been a drug user. I've never done any of the things. I had never lived under the power lines. Well, no, wait, we did live under power lines once in a trailer. But I might have been exposed to asbestos when I was young. But other than that, I've never worked in a coal mine. So I don't have a lot of the risk factors for cancer. I don't have boobs anymore. So that probably takes me off of a bigger the risk chance now that I don't really have breasts anymore. No breast cancer, probably. Very good chance I won't get breast cancer. Of course, watch me drop dead at 62 because of all the clean living. My grandfather, who was a drop down, pass out every day alcoholic, lived into his 80s. My great grandpa, who was also drank moonshine every day, chewed tobacco and smoked. He lived into his hundreds. And here I don't smoke, drink, or anything. I'll probably drop dead at 62. Probably from a heart attack from dealing with all you people, the stress. All right, first let's do the patch drawing for yesterday. Let me count them up. Cadence home. I hear his car thundering and out there. All right. The patch winner for yesterday is, generate the number 7. So let me go down and let me count up. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's Sean Bain. Sean Bain is the patch winner for yesterday. So send me an email saying patch winner and let me know which patch you want. Now let's do the patch winner from today. And the number is, let's generate a number, 14. So let me go up from the 21st here. That's 10, 11, 12. Christian Carlson. Christian Carlson is the patch winner for today. So you do the same thing. Now let's do the knife giveaway. The knife giveaway for the last 2 days. Let me add those two numbers together. Generate a random number. There we go. Generate a random number, and the knife winner is Ezra Mabel. Ezra Mabel. Ezra Mabel, you are the knife winner. So send me an email saying knife winner. Let me know which knife you want. Give me your name and address. Or if you want to wait till tomorrow, you can choose one of the holsters that I'll show you. It'll be up to you. Now we have to do the ammo can drawing. Did Motor Racer Chris win again? God damn it. You're going to piss me off. Christopher Carlson, keep or redraw. Okay, well, I'll keep and redraw. Let's see here. Let me generate another number for that. The winner of the patch is now Avenus Petoyan. Avenus Petoyan is the winner of the patch now. Now let's go over and do the ammo can drawing. Ammo can drawing. And I got to generate a number between 1 and 145. Come on. 1 and 145. 1 and 145. What's it doing? Hold on. It's not letting me select my number here. Why is it not letting me select the number? There we go. I don't know why it's doing that, but it is doing that. The winner of the ammo can is number 28. So that's 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and then 31st. So that makes it 51. So the winner is John M. Mandrick. John M. Mandrick. Boom. Has he won one? Has he won an ammo can? If he did, maybe he'll let us redraw if he's already got one coming. Let me see. I don't see him on my winners list. I got Christian Carlson, Ryan Salsavage, Derek Moritz, and Toby Person on my winners list right now. So I don't know. Maybe he hasn't won one. Yeah, maybe not. There's Christian Carlson. I'm looking at all my ammo can drawing things. Oh, Johnny Mandrick has won one once before. Maybe he will let us redraw. We'll see. We'll see tomorrow. Maybe he'll let us redraw. I don't think he's here tonight. Well, we'll redraw since he's already won one. I'm going to redraw, and if he gets upset, I'll give him another can. I'll give him one of the two I have if he gets upset. So we're going to redraw and give it to somebody else. So hold on. Let me unselect him. And probably if no one tells him, he'll never know. He's old. He's very old. He won't know. So let's do it again. Let's draw one more time. I mean, how much? What was the number again? 1 and 145. All right, generate a number. This time it's 82. I got to count down a lot further. 13, 16, 20, 21, 31, 34, 47, 48, 49, 50, 53. And the winner is click, 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 click. Jeff Patterson. Jeff Patterson is the winner. Do not tell Johnny Mandrick. Don't tell him. But that's got us done for today. Thanks everybody for coming to the chat. I know it's hard to find it, and it's even harder to watch, no matter which channel it's on. But thanks everybody for doing so. Thanks especially to those of you that have been supporting the channel by buying merchandise or donating to the Pets and Vets program over the last couple of days while we are cut off from YouTube because we are suspended. So thanks everybody for everything you do. It is greatly appreciated, especially those of you try to keep the chat going when we know it's hard to do right now. I will see everybody again tomorrow. Until then, remember, always carry and stay safe till I see you again.